method of chapter System of Linear Equations and Matrices. So first of all, we will understand what is Gauss-Jordan method. So here let A is any non-singular matrix. Now what is the meaning of non-singular matrix? So a matrix having determinant non-zero is called non-singular matrix. So if determinant of matrix is not equal to 0, then that matrix is called non-singular matrix. So we can write A is equal to IA, where I is identity matrix. So if we apply a suitable elementary row transformation to A on the left hand side and to I on the right hand side, then a matrix A reduces to I and I reduces to any matrix B, and hence I is equal to BA, where B is equal to A inverse. So this is how we can find the inverse of matrix using Gauss-Jordan method. Now we will apply this method to example. So first example is find the inverse of following matrix by Gauss-Jordan method, where matrix is 2 6 6 2 7 6 2 7 7. So here first of all we will check whether this matrix is singular matrix or non-singular matrix, because if we have to find the inverse of any matrix, then that matrix should be non-singular. So here first of all we will check whether this matrix is singular or non-singular. So here A is equal to 2 6 6 2 7 6 2 7 7. So here first of all we will find out determinant of this matrix, because if determinant of this matrix is not equal to 0, then we can say that this matrix is non-singular matrix. So here if we find the determinant of this matrix, then it will be 2 in bracket 7 into 7, so 49 minus 42, so 49 minus 42 will be 7, then minus 6 in bracket it will be 14 minus 12, so it will be 2, so minus 6 into 2, then plus 6 in bracket it will be 14 minus 14, so it will be 0. So now if we simplify this, then 14 minus 12, so it will be 2. So determinant of this matrix is 2. So here determinant of this matrix is 2, which is not equal to 0. Hence determinant of A is not equal to 0. Hence A inverse exists. Now we will apply the Gauss-Jordan method. So applying Gauss-Jordan method, so we have A is equal to I3A, where I3 is identity matrix of order 3. So what is A? It is 2 6 6 2 7 6 then 2 7 7 is equal to, what is identity matrix of order 3? It is 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1 into A. Now we will convert the matrix A, which is in left hand side, to identity matrix, and for that we will apply row operations, and this identity matrix will be converted into matrix B. Then that matrix B is called inverse of matrix. So here we will use elementary row operations. So here if you look at the first row, then leading entry is 2, but here leading entry should be 1. So for that we will divide first row by 2. So we will use the row operation, that is R1 divided by 2. So next matrix will be 1 3 3 2 7 6 2 7 7 is equal to 1 divided by 2 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 into 8. Now here we will have to apply a row operation to matrix which is on left hand side, and that row operation we will have to apply to identity matrix also. Now here if you look at the first row, leading entry is 1, but all entries below the leading one should be 0. So for that we will multiply first row by 2, then we will subtract it from the second row. Same way, we will multiply first row by 2, then we will subtract it from the third row. So we will use these two row operations, that is R2 minus 2R1 and R3 minus 2R1. So if we apply these two row operations, then here first row will be as it is, that is 1, 3, 3. Now here we are applying the row operation, that is R2 minus 2R1. So here 2 minus 2, so it will be 0. Then here 3 into 2, 6. So 7 minus 6, so it will be 1. Then here 6 minus 6, so it will be 0. Now if we apply this row operation, that is R3 minus 2R1. So 2 minus 2, so it will be 0. Then 7 minus 6, so it will be 1. Then again 7 minus 6, so it will be 1. Now these two row operations will be applied to this matrix also, which is in the right hand side. So here R2 minus 2R1. So here 0 minus 2 into 1 by 2. So 0 minus 1, so it will be minus 1. Then after 1 minus 0, so it will be 1. Then 0 minus 0, so it will be 0. Now we will use the row operation, that is R3 minus 2R1. So 0 minus 2 into 1 by 2, so it will be minus 1. Then 0 minus 0, so it will be 0. Then 1 minus 0, so it will be 1 into 8. Now here, if you look at the left hand side, so here leading entry is 1 in second row, but all entries below the leading one should be 0. Therefore, we will have to convert this 1 into 0. So for that, we will subtract row 2 from row 3. So we will use the row operation, that is R3 minus R2. So here, if we apply R3 minus R2, then row 3 will be here 0 minus 0, so it will be 0. Then 1 minus 1, so it will be 0. Then 1 minus 0, so it will be 1. Same way here, if you look at the right hand side, then minus 1 minus minus 1, so minus 1 plus 1, so it will be 0. Then 0 minus 1, so it will be minus 1. Then 1 minus 0, so it will be 1. So here, using this row operation, R3 minus R2, then next matrix is 1, 3, 3, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And 1 by 2, 0, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1 into 8. Now here you can see that leading one of third row is in right of leading one of second row. Same way leading one of second row is in right of leading one of first row. So we have obtained row echelon form. But here we will have to find the reduced row echelon form, because we will have to convert the matrix which is on the left hand side into identity matrix. So for that we will convert this row echelon form into reduced row echelon form. So here, if you look at the leading one in the third row, then here all entries should be 0 except this one in red column. So here we will multiply third row by 3, then we will subtract third row from first row. So we will use the row operation, that is R1 minus 3R3. So here if we apply R1 minus 3R3, then result will be stored in first row. So here 1 minus 0 will be 1, then 3 minus 0 will be 3, then 3 minus 3 will be 0. So now second row and third row will be as it is, therefore 0, 1, 0 and 0, 0, 1. Now we will apply this row operation to right hand side. So if we apply this row operation, that is R1 minus 3R3, so here 1 by 2 minus 0, so it will be 1 by 2. Then 0 minus 1 into 3, therefore 0 plus 3, so it will be 3. Then 0 minus 3, so it will be minus 3. And second row and third row will be as it is, that is minus 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1. Now here, if you look at on the left hand side, so in second row, here first non-zero entry is 1. So this is leading one of second row. But all other entries should be 0 in that column. Therefore, we will have to convert this 3 into 0. So for that, we will multiply second row by 3. Then we will subtract it from the first row. So here we will use the row operation, that is R1 minus 3R2. So if we use this row operation, then result will be stored in first row. So here 1 minus 0, so it will be 1. Then 3 minus 3, so it will be 0. Then 0 minus 0, so it will be 0. And second and third row will be as it is, therefore second be 0, 1, 0, and third row will be 0, 0, 1. Now we will have to apply this operation to right hand side also. And row operation that we are applying is R1 minus 3R2. So if we apply this row operation on the right hand side of the matrix, then here it will be 1 by 2 minus 1 into minus 3. So it will be 1 by 2 plus 3. So if we simplify this, then it will be 6 plus 1 divided by 2, so it will be 7 by 2. Then after 3 minus 3, so it will be 0. Then minus 3 minus 0, so it will be minus 3. And second and third row will be as it is, that is minus 1, 1, 0, and 0, minus 1, 1. So here we are applying the row operation, that is R1 minus 3R2. So next matrix will be 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, and on the right hand side 7 by 2, 0, minus 3, minus 1, 1, 0, and 0, minus 1, 1 into A. So here if you look at on the left hand side, here we have obtained identity matrix. So we can say that I3 is equal to A inverse A. I3 means identity matrix of order 3. So if we compare this result with I3 is equal to A inverse into A, then A inverse is 7 divided by 2, 0, minus 3, minus 1, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1. So this is the inverse of given matrix. So this is how we can find the inverse of matrix using Gauss-Jordan method. So in this lecture we have discussed about non-singular matrix and how to find the inverse of matrix using Gauss-Jordan method. Thank you for watching this lecture. I will see you in the next lecture.